Hey, how's it going, guys? So today we're going to talk about the Facebook ad funnel that brought in over $8,000 of business. And I think it's even grown since then, since we last checked in. But I want to walk you through each step of the Facebook ad and through the funnel and show you what was in there, because everyone's asked, well, how do you build a funnel like this? And what does it look like? I just think it's really useful to have something to model from. So if you're running your own Facebook ad or you're thinking about doing it, I want to give you this inside look at a campaign that's just killed it for this physical therapy clinic. So you can see here, this is how much we spent, $272, about $273, ended up getting $8,029 back in the course of a couple months. And the campaign was only running for about a month. And within about 2 months, we'd had the bulk of this come in. And now 3 or so months later, we're still having revenue come in from this campaign from the leads that are now converting to patients. So you can see we got about 295 clicks. In terms of the cost per click, it was around $1, right? Like not super crazy low, but we're happy with that considering the results we got because they were highly targeted clicks. So let's go into the actual ad. Okay, this was the ad that we ran. I blurred everything out for our clients' privacy. They said it was okay that we showed it, but I just wanted to blur it out anyway. So here's the exact ad copy that performed best. Hey friends, so call out the city that you're in. I'm Dr. So-and-so, a PT who specializes in treating headaches and migraines, right? You're talking about what you specialize in. And then you connect with your audience. I've had so many holidays spent wishing I could enjoy time with my family. Hey, they've felt that too. The target audience has felt that too. But I couldn't because of how my head felt. Because it's the holiday season, I'm doing something I don't usually do. I'm going to offer 15 headache assessments for 75% off. Now, what we did here, these headache assessments are essentially like discovery visits. They're not a full evaluation, but they are maybe a 20-minute visit where you're going and getting some information about what the patient's dealing with and giving some suggestions as to what they could start focusing on, with the goal being to get them to a full evaluation with this. So we give some scarcity in talking about 15 assessments being available. And we were honest here. We looked at, how many do you feel like you could do at this discounted rate? It ended up being $20 per assessment. How many did you feel like you could do? And looked at our client's schedule, and we figured 15 was about a reasonable number. So be honest with it, but still, like, you're not going to go give 100 of these away, right? You don't want to spend your time all day giving free or nearly free treatment. So this is how it looked. We had a video here where the clinician spent about a minute talking about what the different types of headaches are. So we were actually giving value up front on this ad. And then you can see the headline, 75% off our popular headache assessment. There were a couple different ad copy and headline variants that we used, but these performed well. So you can see we got some comments. We actually got quite a bit of engagement on the post itself, which really helped, some shares, and about 4,000 views. So let's look at our actual funnel. So I've customized it for anyone who wants to use this, who is in our Healthy Funnel Digital Marketing Success course. If you're in there, we'll actually give you this funnel template so that you can just plug it right in to your ClickFunnels account if you have that, and then customize it for your own clinic, for your own ads. So we start with our logo, what our offer is, 75% off our popular headache assessment, a picture that's relevant to our target audience. So for this clinic, we're looking to treat women in this demographic. So we put a picture of them. The button where they can actually opt in, and then a little bit about who they're going to be seeing. We had some nice stock images here stock images, I should say, kind of headshot images of the actual treating therapist, a little bit about you, and maybe, why they can trust you. We're just building trust here with this. And then again, here's our opt-in, and this button just jumps down here to our opt-in. We're asking people for their name, email, and phone number. We're giving a countdown for how long it's available. We set this, I can't remember if we set this at something like an hour and 15 minutes, or if it was set to a specific end date, more than likely, when we were finishing out the campaign. And then looking at, here's what you're going to get with your assessment. You're going to find out 3 different things: the type of headache, the solution, and a customized plan. Now, That's the discovery visit right there, right? It's not a full evaluation. It's not giving everything to them, but it is giving sort of, all right, here's the type of headaches you're having, the solution to managing symptoms, and then, if you really want to take care of this, not just kind of manage the symptom, but actually take care of the root issue, then here's what a plan of care would look like for you. So that's what we're promising people. So we had a frequently asked question. This was actually from the client's website. So you can get these things in your funnel. If you have specific questions about how you do treatment, do you need to see a physician first? Why choose physical therapy? If there's as a patient, what can I do to assure the best possible outcome? So things that you're just sort of priming the person to understand that, hey, we accept your insurance, or we, you don't need a doctor referral to get into us first. And in order to have success with this, you're going to have to be in on it, right? You're going to have to do some work. So then we have our social proof. So we actually got 3 Facebook reviews from our Facebook page, and just screenshotted them and put them right in here. And then at the end of it, hey, we're close by. This is where we're at. And that way people can sort of visually see where you're at. Next, after they give their name and email address, then they're taken to the actual payment page. So this is our payment page. It's pretty darn simple. This is a ClickFunnels template as well. Plop your logo in there, just tell them to lock in their deal. And we got something like I think out of the people who opted in, which were 24, we ended up having $140 of actual, so 7. So we've had about a 30% payment rate up front. So if people who opted in, 30% paid online. Now you might think, well, that's terrible. We've actually found something interesting, that there's a certain demographic of people who don't feel comfortable giving their payment information online, because at this point, people still think they're in Facebook. So a certain amount will not pay here. We understand that. But hey, we got 30% to pay up front, and then another 5 to pay ultimately. So we had 24 leads come in total, give us their name and email address, and $240 came in from this upfront headache assessment. So pretty simple here, right? We promise that it's a secure payment, and then we move to the next step. And this is where, for those who paid, then we were starting to classify, okay, what's going on with you a little bit more. Now, could we have had this earlier on? Potentially. And maybe it would be worth trying, to have this step before the funnel payment step to get more buy-in. But this is what we talked about. We had, what's your main concern? And we had just a couple of quick questions that ended up helping us, get a little bit of information. What's your main concern? I can't exercise. What kind of treatment have you already received? Wonderful. So this is just a quick pre-assessment survey. I really think this could do well earlier on in the funnel. Definitely not on the opt-in page, because we want them just to give us their name and email at that point, and phone number. But then at the end here, we're saying, great, we'll reach out to you within 24 business hours to schedule your assessment. And if you have questions, you can just call us directly at our phone number. So that's the funnel. Like I said, this brought in on the front end, so people actually paying for assessments, $240, which, if we go back to our ad spend, pretty much covers our ad spend. So what we might otherwise be giving away for free as a, kind of discovery visit, we're covering our ad spend on the front end with that. And then from that, we ended up bringing in just under $8,000 of new patients. So it's, this isn't going to cure everything, right? Like, just having this funnel isn't going to just magically solve all your new patient problems. You need to be able to still close leads, because this is just bringing you a list of people. We were able to hand our client 24 people who match the demographic fairly well because of our ad targeting, who are interested in their offer for headaches, and who really, a good portion of them have already paid. So it was then on the clinician to actually close this sale. Now, how did that happen? Well, follow-up texts ended up being the best, follow-up calls and follow-up emails. And they were able to close $8,000 of business with this. So pretty cool. Wanted to share this with you guys. And if you have questions, feel free to leave them in our Healthcare Digital Marketing group or in the Healthy Funnel Success Course private group page if you're in there. And again, you can have access to this entire funnel if you want through ClickFunnels if you are in our Healthcare Digital Marketing Success Course. So thank you so much, and go get it, you guys.